And that's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. We express ourselves on the DMVer. Episode 1, pilot. And this is what I like to call the Around the League segment of our program. And once again, I am joined by, the main man of the hour, Dave.
Yo, what up, people?
Alrighty. So, yeah, man. So let's get on this NBA... Sorry, not the NBA. The NFL offseason. Well, actually, the NFL is pretending to be the NBA for one day.
Yeah, coming out with different surprises.
They're coming out with, umpteenth, surprising news and trades and all that. So let's touch on the Rams and the Eagles and the Bills making moves.
Yes. So if you haven't heard, Eagles traded Jordan Matthews to the Bills for, who was that, EJ,
yeah,
whatever his name is.
So, okay, let's just make it simpler. So the Bills got Jordan Matthews, okay? And then the Bills also received a second and third round picks for the 2018 draft. The Rams got Sammy Watkins, and then the Eagles got Ronald Darby. Don't ask me who went where, for what, for whom. I don't care, okay? The bottom line is, that was a crazy, wacky trade. And it's very rare that crazy, wacky trades happen in the NFL, so. I have no words right now.
Me either.
I have no words.
Have you guys been watching the preseason games? I've been watching, and I was more impressed with Deshaun Watson's debut. He looked pretty good.
Yeah,
he wasn't razzled in the pocket. He looked very confident inside the pocket. And he actually had a rushing touchdown. So
yeah,
he had 3 rushes for 24 yards and a touchdown, and he went 15 to 25 for 179 yards. No interceptions, no touchdowns, but that was a pretty decent debut. So I'm proud of him. But that's a different that's a whole that's an open door competition right there for the starting quarterback between him and Tom Savage.
I think Deshaun Watson may mess around and get the job, yo. He may mess around and win the job.
He may.
He may mess around and win the job.
Stay tuned, because from what I was reading, Bill O'Brien keeps saying that Tom is his number one guy.
Tom, 21, Savage.
But
21.
But there's no way you can say he's your number one guy and then you go out and draft a quarterback at number 12 overall.
Yeah, you know what?
Because nobody drafts a quarterback in the first round for him to sit on the bench.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Exactly. So, and the same problem that the Texans are running into is the same exact problem that the Chiefs are about to run into, because apparently Patrick Mahomes had a solid debut, at quarterback as well. So Alex Smith better watch out. If he doesn't step his game up, they may, mess around and put Mahomes in instead.
And also, to all the Dolphins fans out there, your new quarterback is Jay Cutler now.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm so sorry to tell you, but Ryan Tannehill is having surgery on his knee, so he will be out for the season.
Yeah, he's done.
So you have a quarterback competition between Jay Cutler and Matt Moore. But I think Jay Cutler's going to beat Matt Moore out anyway.
Well, yeah, only because he knows
Adam Gase' system.
Yeah,
so
he knows his offense.
Jay Cutler will be your new quarterback. And hopefully you'll still have a good season. Hopefully he can take you guys back to the playoffs, but you never know.
I don't know. And we're talking about a guy in Jay Cutler whom it wasn't long ago that he led his Bears to the NFC Championship game against the Packers, and then they basically lost it because he tore his ACL and literally played on one leg. So, I mean, I hope he does
Basically, Jay Cutler puts me in the remembrance of a Rex Grossman.
Yeah.
You don't never know what you're going to get when you're playing in the game.
And on top of that, the difference is that Rex Grossman, even when he throws a pick, he has a good attitude, whatever. But Jay Cutler has a shitty attitude. I mean, he's just a shitty teammate, according to people that played with him. So he's a shitty teammate.
We hope everything goes well for you, Miami.
Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, he's in the right spot too, weather-wise.
Let's go to the shock in Cleveland. They actually said Deshaun Kaiser had a good showing. A good debut as well in Cleveland.
I'm not surprised by Cleveland, what they're doing. I'm not surprised because they've been talking about it. They're like, yo, Deshaun Kaiser may mess around and be a starter.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, man.
So if you had to pick between him and Osweiler, who would you choose?
I would go with Kaiser. And speaking of Osweiler, I don't know if you saw the package highlight they did for him. All he threw were checkdowns just to get the Cleveland Browns fans excited. Oh my God! I mean, you gotta love the Browns. You gotta love the Browns. You gotta love the Browns right now, man.
Yeah, and then on top of that, another battle that's interesting. Oh, by the way, for the Redskin fans out there, Trent Murphy is gone for the season.
Yeah, I know.
Towards ACL and MCL,
Man.
but he's still gonna do the 4-game suspension, even though he's on injured reserve. So that's still good. Even though he's out for the season, they're still gonna do it regardless.
You know, the NFL needs to change that rule, yo. Like, when you're out for a season, like, you should not, I mean, I don't know. You should not have to serve.
You shouldn't have to, but look at the bright side. At least when next season comes, you ain't got to worry about him serving nothing. He can be fresh and just go in and train.
Yeah, but what if he does it again? Then he'll probably be out for 6 games.
Well, yeah, possibly.
You know, like, he just needs to be careful as to what he puts in his body.
Yeah.
But then again, like, it just goes to show you, like, it's not really his fault because, like, the NFL is just so ridiculous when it comes to those drug policies and what you should and should not do and what you should and should not put in your body. Like,
right.
I don't know, man. Right. Like, now they've become the body police.
Right.
But so much for that. And yeah, Stuart Cravens. He also dealt with a knee. He has like a knee swelling issue going on, so he'll be out for a week. And then you got Junior Gillette. Why are we even talking about this? We should be saving
at the end of the day.
You know, we should be saving it for our next segment.
I'm confused because I heard that I was reading in the paper that they said Junior Gillette hurt his hand.
He hurt his hand, but now
on the TV they talk about it's his hamstring.
Yeah, exactly.
So which one is it?
I don't know. Is the hamstring connected to his hand?
Let me see. No.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, anyways, he's out for a week.
Your hip bone's connected to your knee bone.
Knee bone, right. So, I don't know, man. It's yeah. So, yeah, but we can't leave out the biggest news next to that ridiculous trade that took place. How about Ezekiel Elliott getting, you know how he does that eating? Yeah. How about you eat those 6-game suspensions?
Exactly.
Eat that 6-game suspension. Yeah, eat your heart out.
Sorry, Dallas fans. I know you said, but there's still hope. You still have Alfred Morris and Darren McFadden. So you still may get some production at the running back spot.
Yeah, but I think now it puts the pressure on Dak Prescott.
Yeah, because now Dak has to do more.
Yeah, it's going to put the pressure on him now. The heat is on.
Oh, matter of fact, I'm not even going to say Dak has to do more. People just have to step up and fill that void.
Yeah. In particular, Des Bryant being one. Probably Cole Beasley. But, watch out for that other slot receiver,
Cole
Ryan
Beasley
Switzer.
wouldn't have to take a lot of that. That's what I was about to say. Cole Beasley don't even have to do a lot of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You got Switzer there.
Yeah, they got Ryan Switzer, and y'all need to be on the lookout for Ryan Switzer.
Can you imagine if both of them on the field at the same time?
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Who's going to cover who?
Dude.
You got two fast midgets running in the middle of the field.
It just goes to show you, man, the NFC East is loaded. The NFC East is loaded. It has to be by far the best division in football. It is loaded.
It's already the toughest division in football.
That too. It's loaded.
If you don't understand why they say the toughest, for one, none of the teams like each other in that division.
Right.
For number two,
and it's a blue blood division.
For number two, fights in the stands happen every game.
Right.
I know because I get the inside. I work at the stadium, so I know. I get the inside. It's fights anyway. When we play the Cowboys, when we play the Giants, when we play the Eagles, it doesn't matter. Any stadium you go to, there are going to be fights.
And then also every fan base travels well.
Exactly.
So they travel very well. That's for all the fan bases in the NFC East. And it's also tough because it's a blue blood division. Like, all the teams are old teams. Like, they're part of the original NFL. So, and speaking of which, our beloved Skins are celebrating their 85th anniversary of the team. So that shows you right there.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. And the Giants are, I believe, 93 years old? And even the Eagles are old too. So those are blue blood teams coming through. So Yeah. So, moving on. In our prior engagement, we had this thing called the NFL Series. Yeah.
Let's recap, shall we?
Yeah, so let's do a quick recap of what I did when I ran the NFL Series. And it all started out with the AFC North, a division that has the Steelers, Bengals, Ravens, and Browns.
Yeah.
And I believe that my records for all those teams, respectively, I have the Steelers at 12-4, Bengals 10-6, Ravens 7-9, Browns 3-13. And I think you had.
Oh, sorry. Every time you talk about the Browns, I gotta laugh.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hard.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to keep a straight face when you talk about Cleveland. So, yeah, and I believe that you had Pittsburgh at 11-5. You have the Bengals at 9-7. You had Baltimore at 8-8, and then you had Cleveland at 2-14.
You know what?
Oh my God!
Can I change my prediction to that?
Sure.
I'm gonna say Cleveland going to at least be 4. I'm gonna say 4-12.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna say 4-12.
You're being generous.
Reason why? Because I did watch the game, their preseason game, and they actually looked pretty solid.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They might win 4. You never know. I'm not gonna give up hope on them just yet.
I'm gonna change.
But I'm still gonna give them my 95 cents a day. But
I'm gonna change my prediction too. I'm gonna change it right back to where it was at 3-13. Yeah, I'm not changing shit. So, yeah, moving on. The NFC North. The Packers, Lions, Vikings, and Bears. Oh my. I had the Packers at 11-5. The Lions at 8-8. Minnesota 10-6.
mm-hmm.
And the Chicago Bears. Da Bears at 6-10. The Bears are just god awful. They're god awful.
Yeah, but
Mitchell Trubisky looked good the other night.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch that.
I only saw highlights. He looked pretty good.
So you think they might have hope?
No, they're still 6-10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're still a 6-10 team.
So who do you think they're going to choose between Glennon and him to start?
They're going to go with Glennon. Honestly, if you're John Fox, you just want to get fired. Like, you just want to coach the team to get fired. Yeah, seriously. Just coach the team to get fired. Why did he even take the job in the first place? Because he thought that he could turn Jay Cutler around?
Yeah, he really thought you was going to turn it back to the team like he was when he was with the Broncos. No, sir.
Nah, we're good.
Even though Jay Cutler was an ex-Bronco, but,
Yo, Jay Cutler is... Okay, here's my thing about Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler is nice, all right? He's got talent. My problem with Jay Cutler is his shitty attitude. He just doesn't... I just feel like he doesn't...
give a shit.
Like, he goes out there, he throws a pick. He's like, yo, man, come on, man. You could have caught that ball, man. And then he throws a ball on Alshon Jeffrey's head. And he expects him to catch the ball. Anyways, moving on.
He's in Miami now.
Yeah, he's in Miami.
Hopefully the sunlight don't.
Yeah, okay. I hope he does that to Jarvis Landry, and let's see what happens. Moving on. The AFC South. Houston, Tennessee, Colts, Jaguars. So I got Houston at 10-6, Tennessee at 10-6, Colts 5-11, Jaguars 7-9.
I think, in my prediction of that, I think Tennessee may take the division.
So
it's gonna be. I'm gonna say it's gonna come down to the last game of the season of who's gonna win that division between Tennessee and Houston, because both of them have good defenses. Because you got to think about it. Tennessee's defensive coordinator is the Steelers' ex-defensive coordinator, which is the old guy who's been in the league forever. So it's going to come down to the end of the season between who's going to win that division.
It's funny. We both have the Texans and Titans at 10-6.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think it's going to come down to the last game.
It's like a tiebreaker, yeah.
It's going to go by their winning records in the division as far as their division-wise, like who won the most games in their division when they play against each other. That's where I think it's going to boil down to, like it did for us a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
it boiled down to the division, your divisional wins.
Yeah,
it was 4-2. That's why we won the division against the Eagles that year.
that's true. And then I see you got the Colts at 7-9.
Yeah, because I don't know how Andrew Luck is going to hold up.
I mean,
because his shoulder has to get hit a couple
first of all,
times.
I don't think he's going to play I don't think he's going to play.
He's not playing preseason.
He's not playing the whole season. As a matter of fact, I don't think he'll last the season. He won't last.
Is the Peyton Manning shadow catching up to him?
Yeah, I think so. Also, I don't know which game it is, but they're going to unveil his statue. So, what if Andrew Luck doesn't play in that game? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. So, yeah. Moving on, NFC South. You got the Falcons finishing 11-5. I got them at 10-6. They take a slight step back, but they're still a playoff team. We both had the Bucks finishing 10-6.
That's going to be the sleeper team in that division.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been watching Hard Knocks. Well, it just started.
Yeah, it just started. I watched the first episode.
I watched the first episode too. Yeah, you know.
All right.
Yeah, they're good.
I'm just mad that I got to see Deshaun Jackson and Chris Baker on there.
Yeah,
that is so disappointing.
Yeah, it's disheartening. And then you have the Saints finishing 7-9, and I got the Saints being 6-10. And then we both have Carolina finishing 8-8, which sounds about right.
Yeah, because Cam just had shoulder surgery. Then he was thrown around in practice, and then they told him to get some rest because his shoulder was sore. So, did that surgery really help, or is it hurting him? Because you gotta be out there to throw.
Yeah. Not only that, what kind of team Carolina is? Are we talking about the 2015 team, or are we talking about last year's team? I think they're somewhere in the middle, which is they can be good at times and they can be really bad at times.
But I know Christian McCaffrey looked pretty good. He could have broke a run and touchdown, but he got tripped up. He tripped over his own feet. But that's all right. He still has to learn.
You saw what he did to Luke Kuechly at practice?
That was nasty. Kuechly was like, "Boy, don't you ever embarrass me like that ever again." And he probably, Kuechly probably duct taped him to the goalpost after the practice.
Now, Luke Kuechly needed some milk after that. He needed some milk.
But I guarantee you, they duct taped him to the goalpost after practice. I know they did. He was like, "Don't you ever embarrass me like that again, boy. What's wrong with you?"
Yeah. I bet you somebody was like, "That boy needs some milk."
But you know what? Him and Davis probably tied him to the goalpost.
True. Well, he's going to end up getting tied to the goalpost anyways, even if he didn't juke him or not. So.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we're all caught up here, I was going to touch on the AFC West.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That's that Chiefs and Broncos and Raiders and
I'm going on a limb.
Diego
I'm going on a limb.
Chargers.
I'm gonna have the Raiders winning that division.
Yeah, I got the Raiders winning that division too.
Beast mode. That's all I got to say. He's rested. He had a year off, so he's well rested. And I still believe he could be that same running back like he was with the Seahawks. Okay. He's still gonna be that bruiser.
So what's your record?
What was their record last year?
Didn't
they go 12-4?
They were 12-4. Both teams, both the Chiefs and Raiders were 12-4.
I'm gonna say the Raiders are gonna go 12-4 again.
I got the Raiders 11-5, only because the division is gonna be. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a cakewalk, but I just feel like the Chargers are gonna be tougher. I think the Chargers are gonna do better than most people think.
Yeah. What's name has to stay healthy though? Melvin Gordon, he gotta stay.
Yeah, and then Phillip Rivers has to play better.
Yeah, but they need to hurry up and find his replacement because Phillip Rivers is going to be out.
Yeah,
he's on his way out soon.
So, I got the Chiefs finishing 10-6. I think
I'm gonna say 10-6 too.
Yeah, I think they took like they're gonna take a slight step back because Alex Smith, I don't know, man, or as I like to call him, Captain Checkdown. He's just.
He's been in the league since 2005, so
yeah. I just he doesn't move the needle for me. So,
yeah, but Mahomes may surprise you.
Yeah, but Mahomes needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
He is a baseball player, so
yeah, that's why he can throw the ball 60.
He's got that. What I like about him, he's got that Russell Wilson quality about him. That maybe that's the reason why the Chiefs drafted him. They saw a little bit of Russell Wilson in him, so. Yeah. And The Broncos.
Their defense is going to keep them in it.
Yeah, but guess what? Their offense isn't. I got the Broncos at 7-9.
I'm gonna say 8-8.
Okay.
Who do you think their starting quarterback is going to be?
That's another reason why I think they're going to go 7-9. I don't know if it's going to be Paxton Lynch. I don't know if it's going to be Trevor Simeon. I don't know if it's going to be Joe Schmo from down the street.
No, wait a minute. I just got some news. Willie Beeman is going to be the starting quarterback.
Yeah, Willie Beeman. Yeah, because he's steaming. He's a steaming pile of crap.
Check out his Metrex commercial. It's good. But I think overall, Trevor Simeon probably is going to start. I believe. I don't think Paxton is ready yet.
Regardless of who it is,
either way, the
defense is going to keep them in a lot of games, and then the Broncos are going to lose them some games.
The defense is hurting right now because Shane Ray is out for 6 to 8 weeks with a broken. Did he break his hand or wrist or something? But he's out, so they have a big time battle at that position right now. So that's going to be kind of tough.
Yeah, I mean I agree. It's just. Look, they remind me of like the old skins from the past where we had a tremendous defense and then we can bust a grape in a food fight on offense. So, like I said, if you don't have an offense, you can't win in this league. You just can't.
Yeah, we have an offense now, but it's like, you notice now we're going to flip to opposite. We have the offense now, but sometimes the defense is there and sometimes it's not.
Yeah, but you know what? One day we're going to have all three phases come together,
I'm not
man.
gonna lie. I would like to see the Redskins play like the Patriots. If we could play like the Patriots, we'll be dangerous.
I think we can. I think we can play like the Patriots. You know what I mean? We can play like them. We just gotta, get our stuff together. But from what I saw in the preseason game, and we will touch on that in the next segment. But yeah. So. You got the Broncos at 8-8. I got them at 7-9. All right, last and certainly not least, the LA Superchargers. Chargers.
Let's see. Where do we start there?
I got them at 8-8, man. They're gonna be better than most people think.
I got them at 8-8, but I don't even know who their wide receivers are anymore because they lost
Mike Williams.
They lost him, but he's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt. He may not even play.
He hurt his back, so he's out the whole entire preseason.
Yeah,
so.
No, they're talking about he may not play the whole season.
Oh my god,
he may be out for the season.
So
they're talking
you
about that.
A number 7 draft pick on a receiver.
That's it. That his season could be done.
So you telling me his season will start off like Kevin White's from Chicago?
It's embarrassing. They spent that draft pick. They spent a high draft pick
to get Kevin White, who was a good receiver at West Virginia, but he hasn't been on the field yet. Hopefully he gets on the field this year for Chicago. Hopefully he does.
Yeah.
Rooting for you, man. We don't want you to have a career like RG3. No disrespect.
I think that disrespect has already been given. The die has already cast. So I got the Chargers finishing 8-8. What says you?
7-9.
Okay. All right. So we're kind of like right around that range. Okay. So I guess next week I will touch on the NFC West, the Wild West.
That's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a hella good one.
Cardinals, Seahawks. Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good division. Even though the Seahawks are going to run that division.
I don't know. Only team that can be up there with them is Arizona. So I don't know.
Yeah, Arizona got better. You know what I mean? They got better. They look good in preseason thus far. But I guess everyone needs to stick around for that next week when we talk about the NFC West. But real quick, I want to touch on the power rankings that came out last week for the preseason. And I think you're going to be pleased as to where they ranked our beloved Skins. So according to Bleacher Report, I want you to guess, where do you think they have us ranked?
Are we in the top 10?
Yes, we are.
Number 8.
You're close. We're number 9.
Oh.
Yeah, we were ranked number 9. Would you like to know, would you like me to read down the top 10 for you?
Sure.
All right. Give me 1 second. Let me load up. So, do you want to take a guess as to who's the worst team in in that power ranking?
Cleveland.
The Jets. No lie.
Whoa.
Yeah, no lie. People are talking about how the Jets could be the worst team ever, yo.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're talking about the Jets being like 0-16 bad.
I don't think the Jets are going to go 0-16.
But they are bad. They're a bad football team.
That was last year. This year is a different year. And then you got Jamal Adams, who you just drafted, playing safety for you. I don't see them go 0-16.
They're talking about it, man. They're talking about it.
But we're going to see. We're going to see. Because the Jets, I believe, play tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. But they look god-awful. Like, I don't know. I think they're taking the page out of the Sixers playbook, and which is, they just want to trust the process, I guess. But real quick, let me touch on the power rankings real quick. This is according to Bleacher Report. So, number 10, the Baltimore Ravens. I'm like, wow. And I'm not gonna lie because based on Thursday night's game, they.
And mind you, that wasn't even Flacco in the game. That was Ryan Mallett.
Yeah. So but their defense though, like they were swallowing us whole. Yeah. Most of the night they swallowed us whole. So the Ravens at 10. This is Chris Sims, by the way, who is a former quarterback of the Bucs, who works over at the Bleacher Report. For those of you who are interested in his work, you guys can check him out on Mondays and Wednesdays. Him and Adam Lefko do a podcast, kind of like what we're doing right now. I don't know why I'm plugging their show. I should be plugging our show. But, again, I want everybody to eat. So, I give credit where credit's due. So, moving on. Number 9, our beloved Skins. Number 8, the Seattle Seahawks. Number 7, the Oakland Raiders. Number 6, take a wild guess who's number 6.
I'm going to be stupid with this.
Go ahead.
Say San Francisco.
Oh my God! You mean they're the sixth worst? You mean they'll be the sixth worst team? Nah, man.
I was just playing.
It's the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys.
They gonna be 6.
They got them at 6. They got the Falcons at 5. They got the Kansas City Chiefs at 4. They got the Pittsburgh Steelers at 3.
That doesn't surprise me.
They got the New York Giants at number 2.
That surprises me.
That really shocked me. I was in shock, yo. I was at work and I almost fell out of my chair when I saw that.
The reason why? All the new weapons they just got.
Yeah.
Ingram,
and then also,
Marshall.
and also their defense. They have a top 10 defense. Yeah. So, I mean, I can understand that. And then, obviously, I'm not even going to tell you who number 1 is because it goes without saying.
The Patriots.
Yeah. So, but that's your top 10, man. And that's according to Bleacher Report. Now, NFL.com had us at number 16, which I wholeheartedly disagree. And I'm not going to lie. I agree with Chris Sims, power rankings. And I'm not being biased. I think I'm being, truthful and being real. I think we are a top 10 team.
Yeah.
And we were a top 10 team last season.
Yep. Especially in the offensive category. We was number 3.
Yeah. So I wholeheartedly agree with the power rankings. So moving on, man. We were supposed to get on this debate a while back, man. So we're going to take this opportunity to, jump back into the NBA. And I want to end this debate once and for all, man. Who is better, Kobe or LeBron? I want to end this because I'm tired of the whole back and forth and how everyone is taking the opportunity to shit on Kobe any chance they get. Oh, he's not. Honestly, he's not an ultra competitor like LeBron is.
If you ask me, honestly, I'm gonna give you my cold-hearted, honest answer. Kobe for me. I'm sorry, it's Kobe for me. No disrespect to LeBron and what he do, but Kobe won championships with the same team. He never left. LeBron played for Cleveland, couldn't win a championship, so he left to go to Miami to win 2 championships. Then he came back and he finally won a championship with his team. Kobe stayed with the Lakers the entire 20 years, and he won, 4
5. Kobe
championships?
won 5 championships in 20 seasons.
Come on now.
That's
one of the
damn
most
good.
prolific scorers.
Okay, what Kobe Bryant did in his career is exactly what the Spurs did. They won 5 championships in that 20-year span.
Exactly.
So the amount of championships the Spurs won, Kobe did it on his own. So
exactly.
Well, not on his own, but he did it with Shaq.
He did it with Shaq, and then he turned around. He had
first
Steve
3.
Nash. Then he had Metta World Peace. Okay,
but
look at what LeBron got. LeBron getting everybody. Everybody that was on the Heat with him, he brought to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
That's true.
J.R. Smith, who played for the Knicks, then he came to Cleveland. Look at who he recruited to get on the team. Then you go, hey, Kevin, come to the squad.
Yeah.
What Kevin do? Left Minnesota, came to Cleveland. Kyle Korver, who got traded to who? Cleveland.
Because Cleveland supposedly needed a playmaker, but Kyle Korver wasn't much of a playmaker.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this. If there's a skill set that you can come up with for LeBron and Kobe, like if there's one thing that separates them skill set wise, what would it be? Because obviously,
To be honest with you,
if you have to end this debate, you have to have a skill set that differentiate them.
For as far as LeBron, aggressiveness.
Okay.
When he drives to the lane, he drives to the lane.
Okay.
There's no stopping him. Kobe he used to drive to the lane in his early years, but once he got older, he played more finesse.
Kind of like Jordan.
He played more finesse with the fadeaways.
Jordan.
Yeah, he basically played like Jordan. So that's the one thing that would basically establish between the two, aggressiveness.
Yeah, right. So kind of like Jordan. If I have to answer my own question, I would say Kobe's ultra competitive nature. Yeah, his ultra competitive drive is second to none. I just feel like and this is no disrespect to LeBron, because I think LeBron's a competitor. The guy wants to compete, you know what I mean? And yeah, the guy wants to compete. He wants to win. But I feel as though LeBron's competitiveness can be mistaken for hey, this guy kind of slacks off a little bit, or this guy isn't. He has competitive anxiety. You know what I mean? Which is not the case. But I think that's what separates Kobe from LeBron is the competitive drive. So. I mean, what says you?
I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
For LeBron was more aggressive. And like you said, with Kobe, he was more, like you said, the competitive nature. Mm-hmm. Kobe is real competitive. And he got that from Jordan, because that's who he really learned from, Jordan.
Yeah, by watching Jordan tapes.
Exactly.
That's all he did, man. All he did was watch Jordan tapes. And he got better. Exactly. By watching Jordan tapes.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean.
But to me, I think it's Kobe all day.
I mean, I'm gonna go with Kobe too, but I'm not taking anything away from LeBron.
Not at all.
Yeah, they're both winners. They both lead their teams differently.
They're both Hall of Famers.
Yeah,
so.
they both lead their teams differently. That's all it is. I don't like this whole intangible of LeBron is better than Kobe at this, than this, that, and the other. So. I'm going to go with Kobe, but I'm going to put championships aside and say that Kobe, because he has that competitive drive and he's gotten better over the years and he worked on his game.
Exactly.
LeBron was told since the age of 13 that you're going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. Not to say that he didn't work hard on his game. He worked hard, but LeBron and Kobe, they're just different.
Right.
They're just different breeds of the same beast. If that makes any sense.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, man. So I think that about sums up, what I wanted to, go through, and yeah, man. So once again, man, thanks a lot, guys, for listening to the DMVer podcast. Catch you on the flip.